The more I learn about Dune Awakening, the more I'm getting excited for this game. The Dune Awakening Direct event is coming up on March 4th. I will be live streaming it here on the channel, reacting to it on here on Twitch. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. And we'll, of course, be dissecting the two new game trailers that are coming with Dune Direct. Not just one, we're getting two new game trailers and two new, just a whole bunch of new stuff, including like this screenshot just dropped with the blog post, which we're going to go through here in a minute. It's further along than I thought, to be honest with you. They've been doing a lot of closed betas in 2024, and if I had to guess, they're ramping up for a summer to fall release. They still haven't released an announcement date yet, but this is something that's coming in the pipeline, and we will absolutely be playing this. I know that things like Enshrouded came along, surprised us, we jumped in. This one I'm actually planning for, so at some point this will be added into the rotation. I just don't know when yet because we don't have a launch window. And this will be going in there with all the other things we're doing because we have a major commitment to World of Warcraft, and of course we have all of the other single-player RPGs that I play and whatever multiplayers I come across. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the blog post because it's got lots of juicy details here. So, Dune Awakening Direct, March 4th, 18 CT, 12 ET, 9 AM PT. Two new trailers to be unveiled at first Dune Awakening Direct. Our first Dune Awakening Direct Showcase will take you beyond the cameras into open Arrakis. And this is the screenshot that they pulled, which is freaking amazing. It looks really, really good. We'll go ahead and open this in a new tab and see if we can't maybe get that expanded upon. It says here, this is an exciting way for us to share more about Dune Awakening with all of you. The first show is going to be hosted by Soy Grishwin and include never before seen footage of the game in two brand new videos, our game trailer and a featurette titled Creating Worlds from Book to Film to Game, which is really, really cool. So this is the screenshot. We can kind of maximize it here. So down here, like, let's see here. I'll get out of the way for a minute. Actually, let's just turn off my head so that we can see this. And you can go look at this if you'd like on your own. But basically where my head was, there's a village down there, sometimes a settlement there. And of course, we've got the three character models here and whatever, that's one of the mounts they've been showing, which by the way, two people can sit on. We've seen some clips of the passenger on the back as well. And of course, looking out over the bleak landscape of Arrakis with a sandstorm coming in. Do we see any worm sign? I don't see any worm sign immediately, but that doesn't mean they're not out there just waiting for you. But this looks really, really, really good. I'm genuinely pleased with what I'm seeing here. So graphically, it's looking good. I said it's an open world survival MMO, and this event aims to show you what we mean by that. You're going to shape your own destiny in what you do, and in the game trailer, we're off a taste of what it's like to soar across open dunes in your ornithopter, survive the sandworms, and build your first shelter. Ah, that's cool. Creating Worlds from Book to Film to Game features interviews with Academy Award-winning cinematographer on Dune Part 1 and 2, Greg Fraser, and Funcom creative director Joel Bylos, giving you a glimpse of what it takes to bring the ultimate Dune fantasy to life. With Dune 2 hitting theaters around the same time, there's so much to be excited for as a Dune fan. Join us in celebrating this incredible universe. Now, what I think is super interesting about what they've been doing with Dune Awakening in the last couple of weeks has been the cross promotion between Dune 2 in the theaters and actually adding Dune Awakening to the promotional material and to the publicity for that. I know that like one of the premieres, might have been the premiere, they actually showcased Dune Awakening alongside the film. So Funcom is going all in with the marketing on this event, and I'd say we're getting there. It's a very interesting place in terms of where we are with the Dune franchise because not only, I mean, we've had like the Kevin J. Anderson and Brian Herbert books that have been coming out for the past, man, I want to say 25-ish years. I don't really remember when those started. I can remember when they first came out and I read a few of them and they were, they were pretty fun. I reread the books last year, the first book last year with the Dune Awakening, Decoding Dune series I did. And then of course with the second film being here right now, and we just did Dune Spice Wars at the end of last year, so there's a plethora of Dune material out there to consume right now, and of course this is going to be the big granddaddy of them all in terms of people coming out in force and playing this, online survival game. Now, I love the marketing terminology they're using here because they're calling it an open world survival MMO, which that could be a lot of different games. I'm very interested in what they're doing here. I'm still nervous about the PvP, but as long as it's not forced PvP, as long as it's optional PvP, I'm going to be completely fine with this. And even if it's not, even if it's forced PvP, even if it's mandatory, I think for the first time, I think the last time I played any type of game that had mandatory PvP was wow, is it called Darkfall? It was a company that came out from a like a Greek. It was a Greek company. This has been would have been like 2010, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in that bracket. It didn't last very long. I did try it. It was somewhat fun until the population dropped, and then it became a nightmare because you couldn't find anyone to protect yourself, and it was just people ganking left and right without actually communities and clans forming. But if you've got a strong enough clan, and we have a really good gaming community, I have a feeling it would be fun, even though I'm not traditionally someone who likes PvP. So we'll see. Either way, I'm going to be playing it because I love Dune. So hopefully you're on board for it. Hopefully you'll be tuning in to the live stream event on March 4th. Lock in the date, lock in the time. I will be live streaming it, reacting to it on YouTube and Twitch, so make sure to follow along in both places. Then I'll be dissecting all of the game trailers and everything that comes out after that. So it's going to be a busy day on March 4th for me, all about Dune Awakening. So hopefully you're along for the ride. In the meantime, don't forget to check out all the other playlists. I play a lot of different games, movie reviews and stuff like that. There's a Discord, we have a Patreon, and my latest book, if you like fantasy and science fiction. Links are down there. See you next time, everybody. Hopefully we'll see you at the live event.